Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This will actually be on both of my channels, so Mr. H and then Mr. H Reviews. I saw this and I just thought, I've got to talk about this. Jesus Christ. The title for this article is utterly hilarious. Why that Star Wars kiss is a step back for LGBTQ representation. Well, look, Hollywood Reporter. I thought it was LGBTQ+. Sounds like you're not very representative right now. And I think, like, ultimately, I think most people that are watching this video will agree with me. And I think most sane people will agree with me as well. Surely, because their main gripe about all this is that it wasn't focused on. And it's like, well, do you really want it to be paraded about like it's some super special Jedi power that you're a lesbian? I mean, really? Is that what we want from our diversity and representation now? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's not true representation, is it? The fact that it's given to us as something which is just there, it's just in the universe. Surely that's what we want. Or, well, I say we. I'm not part of the LGBTQ plus community, so I don't want to speak for anyone. But that's what I would want if I was part of a community. Representation of just, it's fine. Who cares? That would be what I would think anyway. So, I also think this particular article really does display how, I don't know, just how batshit crazy the left are currently. Like, they're just nitpicking over anything. Like, they genuinely are. So, this is written by Shannon O'Connor. Oh, Shannon O'Connor. Let's take a look, yeah? While the moment in the rise of Skywalker is technically history-making, it also perpetuates the idea that small amounts of representation are sufficient. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break it to you, but the LGBTQ community is the minority. So small amounts of representation is true representation. I'm sorry, that's kind of a fact. And also, small amounts of representation treated like it's just a thing and it's not paraded around, it's not fireworks going off, it's not like, you know, someone doing a special power ballad for it. Oh, the gay kiss. Like, it's just a kiss. Surely that's fine. Surely that's the way to go. No? God damn. But also, ladies and gents, the media are turning on Disney again. Once again, Disney has attempted to represent the LGBTQ community with a quick, blink and you miss it moment. This time, the culprit is Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Side note, Pickled Snoke shirts are underneath the video. Check it out. In the last few minutes of The Rise of Skywalker, the Resistance returns after defeating the Final Order. The victors rush around looking for friends and loved ones who survived the battle. As the camera quickly pans over the crowd, audiences, if they're looking close... It says if they're looking closely enough. It focuses on it for a good second. Like, the camera does actually stop. It's not like a blink and you miss it moment. I mean, if you blinked, you probably would miss it. But it's not like panning around and if you're looking close enough. Like, it genuinely hovers there. They'll see two women, two resistance fighters, sharing a kiss before the camera quickly moves away. Poe's Oscar Isaac longing look at Zori Bliss lasted longer. Yes. Dumb. Like, oh. Let me get. Ha ha ha. Shannon love, it looks like you don't understand narrative structure. Poe and Zori Bliss, right, had a longing look for a longer time because, I hate to break it to you, I know this might blow your mind, but they had a longing look because it was playing a joke that had been running through the film. Ha! Oh, and Poe is a main character. Who'd have thought a main character would be on screen longer, eh? In the final moments. Who'd have thought it? Jesus. It's also important to note that neither of the women were characters with substantial plot lines or backstories. So? Isn't that representation? That it's just people? And again, I hate to break it to you, but that is a minority. So true representation is exactly that. The chances are... Oh, God, it's so contrived. Now, director J.J. Abrams teased the moment prior to the film's release as representation for the LGBT community. In the case of the LGBTQ community, it was important to me that people who go to see this movie feel that they're being represented in the film, Abrams told Variety during the press tour. But it's a 2-second scene between minor characters really a form of proper representation. Yes, it actually is. It actually is correct representation. But it's not for you, is it? Because what you want, right? Representation of its entirety. You want representation if you're the majority in the film. You want representation when it's just LGBTQ community. Well, I hate to break it to you, mate. That's not true representation. Basic statistics show that. And it's not being bigoted. Maths do not care about your feelings, love. It's just basic statistics. That is true representation. It baffles me that this is something that we're discussing in this day and age. Disney has a long history of queer baiting. Oh, Hollywood Reporter, you are cutting some ties with Disney. But this is the thing, ladies and gents. People are well aware that Disney is going downhill. Even the Hollywood Reporter knows it. The editor-in-chief of this website, to allow this article, knows full well that they're going to get some pushback from Disney. Hands down will they get some pushback from Disney. Queer baiting. And I don't deny it. Like, of course they are. They do it all the time. They do it. They also, well, to use this term, queer bait, they also black bait, race bait. They change characters left, right and centre. But it's amazing now that people are finally cottoning on to it. And yes, they probably have queer baited in the past. But this is also just true representation here. But apparently it's ramped up significantly in recent years. For those unfamiliar with the term, I think anyone with half a brain would be able to figure this out. Queer baiting is the tactic of teasing or touting queer representation in a project to get the LGBTQ community. It's just pandering, mate. It's just pandering. Call it what it is. The Rise of Skywalker, sadly, is not the first film that Disney has teased LGBTQ representation in one of its blockbusters, only to yield disappointing results. Earlier this year, Avengers Endgame featured Marvel's first openly gay character. Representation is really important for us in these movies, and I think the thing we're happiest most about Marvel moving forward is it's becoming incredibly diverse, right? We've done 4 of these films, and it was incredibly important to us to have a gay character represented somewhere in one of those 4 movies. Again, right. Look. But he was referring to another blink and you miss it moment with a man, played by Russo, in a support group, talking about going on a date with a man. The scene, unsurprisingly, stirred up backlash amongst fans who were hoping for more representation than a remark in passing. It's a kids' movie. You're not going to have 2 blokes in bed. You're not going to have 2 women in bed. Alright? Get with it. Know the target audience, mate. Come on. Not to mention, that wasn't a blink and you miss it moment. They were having a discussion. It's quite a pivotal scene. Fuck. Oh, it cracks me up so much. But again, what is it that you want? The characters in the movies are not gay. So unless they introduce another gay character to be a lead, then you're not going to get it. Not to mention, that, like, outside of the fact that one of the directors played the part of the openly gay character, that was actually quite well done, reasonably well done. It's still pandering, of course, nonetheless. But it was probably on the better side of pandering. But it's still representation. That's still you being represented, but it's only represented in the way that you want to be represented, right? Because I bet you if people, you know, had, I don't know, did a movie, Disney, and they featured a gay guy on Grindr, for instance, but you wouldn't be happy with that because it perpetuates stereotypes. But that's true representation, mate. Because there's lots of people that are on Grindr. If it featured part of the, I don't know, gay pride, for instance, where they're all dressed like they're about to go down some I don't know, horrendous, I hate the stuff that they wear at these gay pride events. That is, just side note, ladies and gents, that is the worst representation of the LGBTQ community, I can't even say it, that you could ever possibly have. You want people to go to your gay pride, right? And be on board where you're all chapped up in leathers, walking around with bloody dildos strapped to your faces. You look like idiots, right? It's incredibly off-putting. If it was a bunch of straight people doing that, you would be in uproar. Bad. But again, it happens, doesn't it? But if we had that in a movie, you would bitch and you'd moan and you'd say it's perpetuating stereotypes. But it's not though, is it? Because it's a fact. These people exist. I could pull up a million photos of just do Pride 2019. There'd be millions of photos of it. The fact is, you only want it in the exact definitive terms that you stipulate. And it's pathetic. It is utterly pathetic. So apparently the Rise of Skywalker can do no good. Disney is going downhill. It is what it is. But I thought I'd bring you this because it's funny. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Show me that you like this video by giving it a like and a share. Really does help me out. But anyway, I've been Mr. H. Take care.